All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Wednesday Worth. I'm a student at the University of Iowa at the College of Public Health. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about production records and how to properly fill them out and when to turn them in, those types of details. So to get started, you might be wondering why we're asking for production records in the first place. So this is a federal requirement as part of the grant from the USDA, which funds our project, Healthy Schools, Healthy Students. We will use these production records to monitor changes in production from before the intervention to after the intervention. Okay, so now some details about production record data submission and the timeline. So the pre-intervention collection week will occur from October 2nd through October 6th, and the post-intervention collection week will occur from May 7th through the 11th. The production records are available through e-file, so we will send them in an email as a download. They can be scanned and submitted through email, or the paper copies can be mailed to us if that's what you prefer. Our email that you can send the data to is hshs-evaluations@uiowa.edu. Down at the bottom of the screen, we have a table which features the data collection weeks, when we ask the data be returned to us, and then when we can get you the follow-up results at the end of May 2018. So here's an example of the production records and what they'll look like. We will be focusing on this top intro section, vegetables, fruits, and milk. And we want to measure these things because we know these are really important for the growth of children and adolescents. And we also know that the more fruits, vegetables, and healthy foods that they're getting at a young age, they'll carry those behaviors on until adulthood. So we want to see how your changes in your schools will affect fruits and vegetable and milk consumption. Okay, to get started, we want you to fill in the introduction section. So make sure you put the date. And so each day, Monday through Friday, will have its own production record sheet with its own date. Record the school, whether food is offered versus served, and the grades that are served as well. And also if your school offers seconds or a la carte dishes. Okay, to begin, we have dark green vegetables as one of the vegetable subgroups. For example, if you're going to be serving broccoli one day, you can record the broccoli on the left-hand side. Then we want to know how much broccoli you're starting with. So for some of you, broccoli may come in pounds, so just record what you're starting with. If it's a different item, it may be cans or number of servings, and that's fine too. Serving size. For most items, it's going to be a half cup, but just keep an eye on that and make sure you record that properly. And let us know how many servings you're preparing. So if you have 60 students in your school and you want to prepare enough for each student, you'll have 60 servings. And then finally, you'll have leftovers. So after all the lunch periods are done, you'll record how much of the broccoli you have left over. And we'd prefer if you count it as servings, or whatever you usually use would be great. But servings work the best and easiest for us to really monitor. And then if you have any comments, you can put those on the right-hand column. Next, we have red and orange vegetables, the next subgroup on the list. So if you happen to have carrots, and you're starting with 2 pounds of carrots, we just need you to record the serving size, which again is a half cup. Let us know the number of servings you're preparing. So in this case, it's an example of 90 servings are going to be prepared. And we happen to have 24 servings left over after all the lunch periods. Okay, we'll do a similar thing with beans, peas, and legumes. So in this example, we have baked beans, and instead of pounds, we have 4 number 10 cans. A serving of baked beans is a half cup. And then make sure you record how many servings you're preparing. So you may have 200 students exactly, and you want to be able to have baked beans for each student. So you have 200 servings. And unfortunately, 15 students did not take baked beans, so you have 15 servings left over. Finally, we have starchy vegetables. So in this example, we have sweet corn, and we have 3 number 10 cans. It's really great to put the style or size of the can. It really does help us monitor consumption. Put the serving size, which in this case is half cup. There will be 150 servings in this case, and there were 42 servings left over. And then finally, the last category for vegetables is other vegetables. So we'll have asparagus, which came in a bundle of 10 pounds. That's how much you're going to prepare. So at half cup servings for approximately 40 students, and you have 10 servings left over. So if you just follow this pattern, it makes it very easy for the students here at the university to really add everything up and monitor it so that we can get great reports back to you in June. Next, we have fruit. In this example, we'll do oranges, and let's say you start with 5 crates. So for fruit, sometimes it's not in a serving like a half cup. You may be serving whole fruit. So in this example, maybe we have whole oranges that you're distributing. Same as with apples and bananas. So just make sure you record whether it's 1 piece or 1 whole fruit. If it is diced up, you can use the serving sizes of half cups. And let's say there are 250 servings that will be prepared. And then after all the lunch periods, 25 servings were left over. And finally, we have milk. So there is 1% white, skim chocolate, and there may be some other varieties of milk, strawberry, banana that may be added this year as well. So what we just need here is the crates that you'll have. Serving size is already entered in as 8 ounces, and then you'll do the same steps with amount prepared and the number of servings, so the number of milk that you'll be distributing, and then leftovers. And don't forget that milk is separated, so we have 1% white, skim chocolate, and all other milks will fall under the other category. Some common issues we've encountered. We've had the question, what do we do if we're serving whole fruits? Hopefully we've answered that in this webinar, but if you're serving whole apples, just write 1 each, 1 piece, 1 whole, something along those lines. We've also had the question about if we're offering salad, and there's several different ingredients that fall in that salad, such as tomatoes or carrots. We found that most of the time the tomatoes and carrots don't really add up to 1 serving, so just place the salad in general under the proper category, whether it's dark green or other. If you do know that the added ingredients like tomatoes or carrots equal 1 serving, go ahead and record them in the proper subgroups like red, orange. Also, another question is, do we need to record can sizes under the quantity prep? And we please ask that you do record the can size so we can more accurately understand changes in lunch meal patterns. And then also, what should we do if adults are eating a school lunch as well? Do I record adults in the servings? So we understand that a lot of times it's difficult to tease apart adults and students and who's having what. So because it's a little difficult, it is okay to include adults in the serving counts that you're prepping and the leftovers. Okay, great. Thank you all so much. If you happen to have any questions, please contact Patrick Brady or myself, Wednesday Worth, at the following email address, hshs-evaluations@uiowa.edu. Thank you very much.